All right, guys, so that didn't work. What's your next option? Dig these things up? Yeah, we were gonna try to just see if we could try to pull it up with some leverage from that tire, but it didn't work. It busted the strap. We tried with the chain, it didn't work either, so fortunately we have to try to dig these things up and try to poison them, and that's gonna take us quite a bit, and I am sure glad Mom didn't come out here. She's walking out here right now. If she saw what we were doing earlier, she probably would hit both of us. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Oh, sweet mother of mine.
Oh, Lord.
What are you laughing? I always talk to you like this.
I know it. It's crazy.
I was saying, you missed all the action a second ago. That strap busted and came shooting back like a slingshot, and I thought I would have been about 8 feet over. I would have knocked out.
I'm sorry I missed that. I mean, I'm so sorry that happened.
You know what's best? Either I'm gonna get hurt doing something, or Dad is. And when we're both together, it's even worse.
It is.
We're over here ratcheting trees together, using tires and chains to pull up stumps.
That's why I waited this long to come out here, but maybe I shouldn't have come out yet.
It's a wonder we're both only missing a couple of body parts each.
Yeah.
Boom. Now I got myself a little trellis for my grapes to grow up. I have 4 different types of grapes, 2 on each side. They'll just grow up and all intermix. Whew. That wasn't a lot of work, but I'm definitely feeling it already. Still not 100%. Still sore throat, just feel a little bit weak and stuff. I've spent the last couple of days just resting inside for the most part, but still trying to get some projects done. As you saw, we were straightening up the trees back there. There was 2 of the big trees that were just growing out at an angle just because they were all clumped together and fighting for sunlight. So we cleared out all the underbrush, and then we ratcheted them together so they are a lot straighter than they were. And then there was a little one over here next to my trailer, this little tree in the back. I just went ahead and tied it down too, staked it up, and we'll keep it on there for a while until they start straightening up more, and then we'll take off all this stuff and see if it actually worked or not. But in the meantime, I came back in and added some blue dye to the water. It's very, very blue, I'll just say that, but it's definitely gonna hide. I guess it'll shade the pond. Sorry, I can't even think what I'm gonna say, but I went and picked up some goldfish and threw them in there. I think about 2 dozen or so. But there's the pond, nice and blue. That little fountain back there is working. It's not the sunniest day today, otherwise it'll be shooting up more, but it does keep the water circulating. The water was up. It did drop down a little bit, but it's still holding water really well. I'll come back in and fill it up all the way to the top again, and then we'll try to get some kind of float system or something to just keep this topped off. But the more water I add in, the less this water will be diluted with that blue dye for the pond. And for those that are wondering, it is safe for animals. It's just a little bit of water dye for it. I think I got a gallon of it. I only put in just a couple of little sloshes. I think the camera might be a little, there we go. Maybe that's a little better. It looked a little foggy on my end, but yeah, the water will be a little more diluted once we add more. But for now, we're just gonna continue doing little projects. We're not gonna try to kill ourselves today. Till at least I start feeling 100% right now. Like I said, I'm still feeling it in here and taking medicine and just relaxing for the most part, but can't stop me from getting this property done, that's for sure. Alright guys, comment down below, let me know what you think. We straightened up the trees in the back, built a little grapevine trellis over here, and also put out a whole bunch of grass seed. This is a Smart Seed Pennington. It's 2 times the results. Texas Bermuda grass. It said it's bred for the hot Texas summers. It's exactly what I needed out here. I know that Bermuda grass does really well down here, so I wanted to go ahead and just sprinkle it all throughout. I know the grass will grow back through the dirt. I just wanted to add extra grass on top of it, so I just got to make sure everything stays watered, which shouldn't be an issue. Speaking of watering, I left the sprinkler on overnight here in my backyard. Yesterday, Dad went in and pulled up all the stumps with the tractor. I didn't think he was gonna be able to do it, but check this out, guys. Boom. Yes, nice and open now. I went in the last 2 days, busted my ass in that tractor, dug out a lot of the pond, brought up probably, I don't know, 100 loads of dirt with the tractor, went in and smoothed it all out. So now I actually have a backyard that's level. I'll tell you what, guys, it's getting closer and closer to start building this house. I still got a lot of other stuff I need to do. I think one of the next things we're gonna end up doing is putting the gates and the fence across the backside, which is gonna be a horse panels. And then in the front, the front entrance, the 2 gates, I did buy some solar powered electric openers. So we'll probably put those on in the next video. And yeah, so anyways, it's nice and open out here. It'll look a hell of a lot better once there's grass, but in the meantime, I wanted to show you guys the pond real quick. That's what it takes so long to do out here with the box blade, just scraping little by little. I pretty much spent, I don't know, close to 8 hours the last 2 days on the tractor just scraping dirt. And by the way, I did put a bunch of grass seed on this side as well, and on the other side, and along the front. So a lot of grass seed everywhere. You can see over here in the pond, let me flip you around so you can actually see it. There was quite a bit of dirt moved out here. This is gonna be the shallow end of the pond. It'll probably be about waist deep once it's full. And then that side over there is gonna be the deep end where my parents' place is. I went in and dug out over here along the water's edge. We are looking into getting the water well here soon. All this stuff up here will be gone. It's just the water's so low, it's been so hot, there's a lot of algae and stuff growing, but I wanted to show you this right here, how much we've actually dug out. So it's quite a bit of an incline over there where my parents' place is, and same thing with the island. We're so down low over here, you can barely pretty much see my property from here. So I think it's gonna be a nice, cool pond. Like I said, my dad's been calling around to see what the best price is and how deep we have to go out here. I know up in Oklahoma, when I got the water well up there, I think they went down about 160 feet and it cost me about $5,800. So It's gonna be a lot more expensive down here because they have to go a lot deeper. It is what it is, but it's gonna be awesome having this thing full of water back here. We're planning on fencing all this stuff off once again and letting my parents' goats come all around here. There'll be a fence coming out from the front of my wood fence going across, and then over on the outside of all these willows over here, which are doing really good. They're actually growing pretty good, surprisingly, since I haven't watered them in the last week or so, but it'll give the goats plenty of food to eat. And I guess while I'm here, I'll show you this view from the back. So it's nice and fairly even for the most part. Like I said, there's still a couple of low spots that we have to go in and do a little bit more work, but this gives you a good understanding of, I'm standing down in the pond, so you can tell my property's at least, I don't know, 4 feet or so above where the pond's gonna be. So that's gonna be a nice open backyard. Very much looking forward to sitting down, having a beer on my fishing deck out here and catching some largemouth bass. You just gotta think the big picture in the long run. You guys are seeing step by step of exactly what all it takes to get a property from an overgrown lot to my dream lakefront property. So I guess, or pond front property, I guess I should say, because people will say that's not a lake, but it'll be whatever the heck I want to call it. So anyways, that's what I've been getting into here recently. I got myself a nice little tan going on. Pretty sure I'm darker than most of my Hispanic friends down here now. So it's just being out here in the sun all day. It just cooks and cooks and cooks. And yes, I do put suntan lotion on. I got burnt real bad the first day, and then after that it just tanned out. So I was joking with my mom and said I need to go fishing and just take my shirt off and just burn the rest of my body, because right now I just look like I'm wearing just I don't know, you guys can see it for yourself, just burnt pretty bad.